Hello everybody and welcome back to Monster Loves You Too. Last time we reached chapter 2 and low-key kinda got kidnapped, but it's alright. I also have a lot of malice and docility right now, so we definitely need to work on that. But thankfully we got some brains and flesh back, so we might be able to balance that out. We'll see what happens. Right now we have a Tristle's bunker, which is the kidnapper, and we have the gate. So I think we're gonna start by going to the gate and seeing if maybe someone can help us wander around. A stiff-limbed monsterling stands stock still, staring at the coop gate. He quivers slightly, clenching his paws. A monsterling shakes one paw and shouts out into the sharps.
Beware, adolescent thugs, for glory! The Watcher hears you gathering!
Ask if you shouldn't be the listener instead. I'm just trying to keep track of everything. I'm new here. I just want to make sure I've got all of our titles correct. Gory looks down and takes a deep breath.
Hold up there, old monsterling!
He pivots on one foot and points directly to you.
Threats beyond the gate may sense your vulnerability. Let not your aged weakness tempt them. I, Gory the Watcher, listen for their gurgling stomachs.
Give me more details. Gory seems pleased that you're taking an interest.
As the Watcher, I have watched them. There's a wild adult out there, and sometimes the adult doesn't chase the adolescents. They gather together and talk. They should be eating each other or fleeing. It's not natural. All it would take is a single crack or narrow gap. We must be vigilant and be ready to ring the big bell if anything comes. Elder Atristle isn't always here to protect us, you know, and she's not as strong as she pretends.
Nah, she just kidnaps children. Gory leads in closer and whispers.
Atristle is an amalgam of hyper-intelligent morsels posing as an elder.
Tell me more.
Their bickerings reduce her to an unpredictable parody of a council member. I know things about everybody in the coop. You, me, you again? Take Lindity for an instance. Her head contains magic dance shoes that tap ancient information into her thoughts. Or Rancid. They're not really a monster, but a costume worn by a living sweater.
I'm not gonna chuckle. Don't chuckle. You contain yourself with some effort.
You're full of water, Gory. Remember when you said standing on your head would make your second eye come in?
Oh, but it did. He did tell us where those interesting mushrooms would grow after the fog. Those mushrooms had an astonishingly complex texture. The rest of the monsterlings scoff at Gub Gubba.
Those mushrooms gave me an upset stomach.
A little pain is a small price to pay for such interesting delicacy. Some of the monsterlings laugh at Gub Gubba, but others laugh at Heech. No, come on, keep talking, Gory. I like you for some reason. I don't know, I think it's your audacity. Gory grins and vibrates with growing enthusiasm.
Under a great metal plate, a part of this volcano is about to erupt, and it will bring fire and lament to every part of the coop. Did you know that grass might be edible? Atristle often chews it but spits it out. It calms her, but not as much as swallowing a human.
Wait, humans exist in this world? What? Yes, please clarify. Gory gives you a knowing grin and tries to wink, but it's not really possible to wink with one eye. I appreciate the attempt.
You were a pirate of the Vat Sea until your darling pet pigeon ratted out your secret harbor.
Tell Gory to quit saying things about me. No, I strike a bold pose. Gory gestures at you, then looks at the other monsterlings as though he's made some devastating point.
Ah!
He points at you again.
I am not the only one who knows things, nor is Lindity.
He keeps pointing at you.
You knew things as soon as you were farmed. In the vat, you knew words. You had thoughts. Certainly an aberration of some kind.
Gory shuffles away. You look back and see that everyone else is staring at you. I still say those mushrooms were sublime. Well, it looks like we made a friend in Gory. I don't know, he kind of reminds me of that kid that thinks that they know a lot of stuff, but they really don't. They just kind of like to talk to you. You know, like when you're babysitting a kid, and they're like, oh, and this, and this, and this, and this, and you're just like, oh, yeah, uh-huh, that's interesting, wow. And you're like, you're just humoring them. I don't want to bully him. I'm not gonna laugh at him, even if he may be wrong. Or maybe it's a boy who cried, or monsterling who cried wolf situation. Maybe it will be a volcano of some kind. Maybe a Tristle is just a pile of people. Am I listening to the conspiracy theorist baby? Maybe. Let's go to the bunker. Explore the area. As you near a Tristle's bunker, you cross paths with a battered monsterling. Oh, hey, are you Lynn Diddy from before? Or was that a different name? I think you might have been a different one. I don't remember.
Don't bother Lindity. She's busy. Trust Heech on this.
Oh, you're Heech. That's Lynn Diddy. Cringed and promised not to bother anyone? I'll thank you for the information. Lynn Diddy paces between a Tristle's cowbell and a large iron stake jutting from the ground. Her eye stalks swivel your way and she addresses you.
No one sneaks up on me, newborn. I'm Lynn Diddy, famed for my stupidity and ignorance.
Well, who's been telling you those things, Lynn Diddy? Let her keep talking.
I'm rightly called a weirdo for trying to learn things.
Oh, Lynn Diddy. I want to hug Lynn Diddy. She points to her evenly spaced tracks alongside the bunker wall.
But if I manage to learn this, I'll know the secret of hand-to-hand combat. That's stupid. You can't learn things by learning things. This is the metric system, Heech. Controlling distance during a fight is a crucial skill. By using the metric system, I can confound any opponent. It'll never work. Someone's gonna crack your skull. You there, what's more important in a fight? Strength or strategy?
Well, strategy is important. But what if strategy doesn't work? I don't know, if we were talking like olden times, before the creation of modern warfare, it would probably be strategy, since it was more like, you know, the more strategy you had, like think of the Punic Wars, for example, Hannibal versus the senators and the dictators and stuff. I don't remember all their names, but how he was able to defeat a way bigger army than him just by strategy. I'd say strategy is very important. And that is what we use to defeat Ruck. I'll say strategy, why not? I was gonna say this, but I think I talked myself into a corner.
Well,
Lynn Diddy slumps her back to the bunker wall.
Well, anyway, I will confound them.
Lynn Diddy points emphatically at her footprints.
That's what I've learned!
The footprints she's indicating look no different from any other footprint you've seen. What's the difference? Lynn Diddy gives you a cool look, then brightens up again.
Permit me to demonstrate. I know this isn't the tussle ground, but the Elder won't mind as long as we're not too loud. No way, not again, you use tricks! That's the point, Heech, the tricks are strategy! It's a waste of slime and energy. Torvort's trying to start one of his gigs again. Gotta save your guts for the tussles.
I'm gonna learn something. Lynn Diddy leans forward, glancing down at the footprints in the dirt. Don't charge in, take a long step and kick her. Uh-oh. I don't have any brains, I should have thought of this. Your foot makes contact and knocks her back slightly. There we go. Lynn Diddy traces a curving line on the ground with her foot. Go around the line and jab her as I go past. Jab, you got her! Lynn Diddy loses 2 health. Lynn Diddy turns away from you, tilting her head to look at the ground. A stupid move, go get her. Trick. I'm gonna believe it's a trick. One of Lynn Diddy's eye stalks is watching you. She sees you coming, but you don't fall for the trap. Pow! Lynn Diddy glances down at where your movements have wiped out the line she drew in the dirt. Kick her while she's distracted. It worked! She didn't see it coming. Lynn Diddy raises her paws to shield her head and surrenders.
Wow, nice! Where did you learn how to fight?
Lindity tucks at her eye stalks.
If only I were normal, all this information wouldn't burden me. Normal is an arbitrary range in the middle of a bell curve. Can you hear how stupid I am? I know that, but I don't know what a bell curve is.
I'm just gonna shrug. I wish I could console you, I really do, but I gotta get rid of this malice. You rest for a while as Lindity paces in awkward silence. Alright. Oh, the napping pit. Can I please get some energy back, please? Nap to recover some brains. Yes, please. You slip quietly into the napping pit. Many monsterlings are piled up here, sharing mutual warmth for their naps. One monsterling sits apart from the rest, shivering.
A voice hisses at you from the pile. Hey, newborn, you gotta nap with that weirdo, Rancid. You gotta prove you're normal before we let you sleep in the warm. Shut up, Pyrex, I'm trying to sleep. No, you shut up! Psh.
The cascade of shut-ups wakes the whole pile. Growl and snarl at everybody to shut up so I can sleep, I'm tired. The 8-way argument comes to a halt, but they're all angry at you now. Uh-oh, something heavy bounces off of your head.
And you, Rancid, don't go getting any ideas. You still can't join us.
Oh no, poor Rancid. Rancid, caught sneaking closer, stops mid-stride and shies away from the pile.
Okay, newborn, you're less weird than Rancid, so you can sleep with us.
No! Screw you guys, I'm napping with Rancid. You flop down next to Rancid. Rancid pushes you away and rolls back to their feet.
No, not with me.
You rest a little, but you're chilly. You awaken near dawn to a strange, dry, slithering sound. Rancid's body is distorting and stretching under their sweater. Rancid's paws contort and grab as their claws extend. Their arms pull in, then their legs. Rancid's weight and limbs shift and shiver under their sweater. They now resemble a monsterling-sized tristle in a sweater. I'll get a closer look. Rancid blinks at you a few times. The mimic doesn't retreat. Rancid studies you fearfully. Before your eyes, Rancid shifts into a shape more like you! Stand my ground! Rancid draws closer. Rancid swipes at you with claws, much like your own. No, Rancid, we can be friends! Be my friend!
Are you trying to set me up? Lots of monsterlings pretended to be nice, just to betray me later. Big laughs for everyone except me. Monsterlings can't control themselves.
Your reflected shape relaxes and melts away under the sweater.
Too many of them. Cast me out of pile. Rancid, shut up over there!
No, you guys shut up. I'm gonna talk to Rancid. I'm gonna be your therapist, Rancid. Rancid listens, but says little. A few syllables here and there. A nod, a little grunt. You're tired and your throat is sore, but you felt worse. As the pile breaks up and everyone begins their day, Rancid turns away from you, and then turns back and watches you with cool, expressionless eyes. Did we make a friend? Rancid! I want to be your friend! I just want friends! Why do we have to eat each other? Can we be friends? I'm gonna die. Stone slump table. Ooh, what's this? Gub Gubba looks even bigger next to the stone stump table. You wouldn't expect that since the table is so big, but he looms somehow.
Sit with me. Be second in line.
He stares at the empty table. I picked the wrong voice.
Sit with me. Be second in line.
He stares at the empty table, waiting with implacable patience. His great form radiates calm. You wait. Now that you're closer to him, something smells odd. You smell... Is that cinnamon? I'm not gonna say anything. And you wait. Gub Gubba's stomach rumbles. He belches. The spicy burp makes your eyes water, and it's worse because it smells so good. Fine. Can I have some cinnamon? Gub Gubba's paws tighten slightly on his belly, then he shrugs, as if to indicate there's nothing left for you. And wait. You realize that mealtime may not be for a while yet. I will be patient. I am very patient. Oh, my brains went up! Thank goodness. You keep sitting as calmly and as quietly as Gubgubba. A bit of his intent calm rubs off on you. Gubgubba continues to stare and wait. Occasionally, he mouths words like rarefied and scintillating. Gory wanders by, checking for leftovers.
I love the coop. The food isn't always sophisticated, but from time to time, we get amazing treats.
Haven't you heard, Gub? A Tristle went hunting today for fresh green vegetables.
Gubgubba frowns as his belly convulses.
And gallons of pure, clean water, just the way you like it.
Gubgubba groans. Half-digested slime issues from Gubgubba's horrified mouth like chunky lava. It splatters across the otherwise empty table. The sight of rich, greasy vomit makes your belly rumble. There are spices in there. No, let's share. We'll be nice. Gory laughs and smiles at you. Gubgubba mutters something about monsters with no appreciation for the finer things, and then faints. It was too much for him.
A Tristle hides the remains of her plastic babies by injecting them into Gubgubba.
Is he talking to me? Gory's eyes seem to be focused in your direction. He seems to be sharing a great secret with you.
When the Elder Gratic finds out, he'll have a council of elders turn her to stone.
The feedling bell jangles. Monsterlings howl and the lid of the tick tank vibrates. Just once, as something slams into it from below. A Tristle approaches, dragging a steaming tub of moldy lichen soup to the table. A Tristle pulls out a wad of bat heads from beneath the surface of the soup.
I want these brains. They can stimulate the body and the brain. Gubgubba, leave that for me. I want a big portion for once. Old Monsterling, please help me. I will see to it that you get a bite of the good stuff.
Communism, baby! And everyone will share. I'm using all my brains again.
Good idea. These are fine, like a well-aged cheese.
He picks up a wad of bat heads and smells it. Gubgubba swallows most of the bat heads in one bite.
I must apologize. My tongue is less generous than I am.
Ah, dang it. Fight! Gubgubba apologetically moves to block your approach to the table. Punch him in the face! Gubgubba is too slow to dodge your blow. 2 health. I'm gonna get in trouble. Gubgubba leans against the table through the stretching his muscles. Get out of the way of whatever it is and kick him. Gubgubba tries to kick you with both feet, but you sidestep and reply with a kick of your own. Gubgubba resumes his earlier calm expression. He sits down, still between you and the table. Scramble past him and claim the bat heads! Gubgubba grabs you and smacks you to the ground, then waggles one abdomishing claw in your direction. Dang it! Even without enough bat heads, there's enough soup for everyone. It fills your belly almost to bursting. Dang it, but now I don't have any brains! Dang it, why do I always do this to myself? I might go to the tussle ground and see if we might be able to get more brains back. I definitely should have been better in that fight. Because if we go to the tick tank, I think we might need some brains to help Ruck get out. I need my buddy Ruck. We need to get them back. But we've met a lot of new monsterlings this time, and we fought a few of them. We heard some rumors that are probably not true, but it was still interesting to hear what they're chattering about while trapped in this coop. I wonder what's going on outside and when we'll be able to get outside. Do we have to wait until we grow up, or maybe we can escape? We'll have to learn all about that next time. Until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourself, don't lunge for the bat heads, and have a good day.